Rich nigga, 8 figures, that's my type. That's my type. That's my type. How you like it, daddy? How you like it, daddy? Like it, daddy. Listen, that Sweetie song is perfect for an anthem for Claws season 3. Claws, period. They need to just run that for everything.
She got that rich girl LA vibe. She whip it good in her daddy's 95. Rough sex on the bedroom floor. Hop in the shower, she begging for more. Do not disturb on the hotel door. Waking the neighbors. All I want is champagne and sunshine.
I am your girl Talisa Rae. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? Listen, so we're ready for the premiere of Claws season 3, except we might need to recap last year. A lot of stuff happened in season 2 and we might have forgot some stuff. So I'm gonna do my very best to give us a reminder. How you feel about that? I know you like it. How you like it, daddy? You know that's the sample. How you like it, daddy? Freakily. Maisha. Talisa. Okay. Sharonda. I don't know what names he be saying. Okay, so just as a refresher, especially if you're new and you're just deciding, I just joined the Claws family this year. Shame on you. You need to go back and watch season 1, though it wasn't my favorite. Season 2, which will have you gasping for air, crying, laughing, total shock and disbelief, like what am I watching? And then come back, okay? You can watch all my reviews because I got 1 and 2. I'm gonna throw them both up there in case you decide, let me just binge Talisa Rae. Yes, that's what's up. Okay, so Claws takes place in Dade County, Florida, a little podunk town in Florida, okay? And it's surrounded pretty much around 5 ladies that work in a nail salon. One of which is Desna, who is the boss bitch, okay? She actually has a brother that is autistic, a twin brother that is autistic, and that is Dean. They have been together forever, from the womb until now, okay? I think I'm right in saying they twins. I believe that's what they said last season. Y'all can let me know if I'm wrong down below in the comments. And then you have her best friend, Jennifer, who is married to, oh, let's rewind it. So Desna has a twin brother who's autistic, Dean. Then you have her with 2 different love interests. There is Roller, who was her season 1 love interest that dogged her the fuck out. And then there was Dr. Ruval, who was into season 1, all of season 2 love interest, okay? Now Roller is part of the Dixie Mafia. Dr. Ruval is Haitian and is an OBGYN. We're gonna leave that there. Then you have Jennifer. Jennifer is her best friend, her ride or die. They've been rolling for a long time. Both went to nail school together. You know that one friend that you can talk about anything with, get mad at, still love him anyway. The one that's gonna kind of put you in the right place but support you even though you're wrong. Well, that's Jennifer, okay? And Jennifer is married to Roller's brother, Bryce. They have 2 children. Then you have Miss Polly, honey. Miss Polly is one of my favorite characters. Miss Polly has taken on Marnie. Marnie, it was her neighbor's daughter. See, what had happened was Marnie was getting tricked out by her mama, okay, to the Elvis man in the parking lot. And Polly said, oh, hell no, that's not what we're doing. And she took Marnie under her wings, right? In addition, Polly's love interest is Ken. Ken is the doctor or the pharmacist, really. He's a doctor who prescribes the opiates to patients for a profit at the clinic that's across the way from the nail salon. Y'all still with me? Good. And the nail salon was originally ran by the Dixie Mafia. Also part of the Dixie Mafia is Uncle Daddy. Uncle Daddy is the uncle / daddy of Roller and Bryce. Okay, they lost their parents, so he took them in. Auntie Mommy and him. Auntie Mommy died in season 1. The clinic and the nail salon coincide because the clinic is where they sell the drugs. The nail salon and the strip club are places that they launder the money, make it clean, okay, wash it clean. So next, after finally, we have Miss Quiet Ann, the enforcer, the defender herself. Okay, Quiet Ann, we didn't know much about her until this season, and we realized that she is the business. She is the shit. Now, she does also have an on again, off again, I'm in love interest, who is Arlene. Arlene was a cop in season 1, but as far as we were concerned, they weren't together because Quiet Ann had drugged Arlene to make her appear drunk so that she could lose her job, because she was after the girls for all kind of money laundering, racketeering, drug selling. So she did what she could for her girls, specifically Desna. The last one is Miss Virginia, honey. Miss Virginia just joined the crew in season 1. See, Miss Virginia is dating Desna's brother, Dean, autistic Dean. I believe, you know, Virginia is a little on the spectrum, but not really. She's brighter than what we think. However, Dean treats her really well, and she enjoys that. Dean thinks the sun and the moon and the stars rise and set with her. But Virginia was also a stripper and sort of prostitute-ish, okay? So Desna took her in and decided, let me help raise her up. Let me help her be a boss bitch too. Now, in season 1, Virginia was fucking Roller, okay? In season 1, Virginia and Desna killed Roller, okay? Well, by the end of season 1, beginning of season 2, Roller was back. I think it was, no, end of season 1, Roller was back, okay? Roller had lost his memory, was with somebody crazy, and he back. But we're not really talking about season 1. So that covers the 5 ladies, okay? In addition to the 5 ladies, there are the Russians, okay? When we start last season off, Reva was the head bitch in charge. She was the HBIC. She was actually in cahoots with Uncle Daddy and the Dixie Mafia. They were working together, but Reva was the one in control. You know what I'm saying? So when the season opened up, baby, let me tell you something. We were not prepared for what had happened. We were introduced to Reva's baby sister, Zlata. Okay, Zlata has a daughter, Olga. Olga had been raised by Reva. Okay, Olga also, we found out, had a baby by Roller when she was 17, when she was still a teenager. So it was like, you're gonna be with my niece. Also at the beginning of season 2, episode 1. So what happened was, number 1, Zlata comes into the picture. She is a self-help, empowering women, encouraging women kind of guru, so she says herself. And she kills her sister Reva because she discounts her and does not really know her worth. So we were already shook, okay, in episode 1 of season 2. Not to mention they had a shotgun wedding and said, she was like, Roller, you're gonna marry my daughter, Olga. This is your baby, ain't nothing you can do about it. And if you decide that this ain't what you want, too bad, because the pastor, the priest, the reverend, whatever Russians call them, will shoot you too. So you in it to win it, okay? That's how we end episode 1. So in episode 2, Zlata gives Desna a Maserati. She's also made her lieutenant. She is already leveling her up. And honestly, throughout the whole season, or at least the first half of the season, we see that Desna is admiring Zlata's chutzpah. Her gumption. We saw that she was admiring her. She loved her. She wanted to be like her. Like, only if I could do the same things that she was doing. The way she handled Uncle Daddy and the Dixie Mafia. Because guess what? They were cut out. It's no longer, I don't even remember what Shishi's was called. I think it might have been called Shishi's then. But Shishi's is no longer a female strip club. For men, it is now a male review for women. Okay? And she has enlisted Polly, because Polly actually was like, I could do it. Had Polly and, I don't know, was it Arlene or Virginia? I don't know. 2 of them help her get some dancers so that it can become a male review versus a female review. So, because, you know, she's all about empowering women. However, you can see the glow up in Desna. So, in addition to that glow up, she had glowed up from Roller, the hood mongrel, the ghetto gangster, the white boy who thought he was black, you know, kind of low-key, trailer park trash, trying to be urban and hip. you know, all y'all love Roller. Roller is actually really handsome, okay? I don't like him with them gold teeth and his urban attire. I like him as his actor self. And I don't even know what his name is, but he's a handsome white man, okay? Because he could probably get it in real life. Well, she upgraded from Roller, honey, and Dr. Ruval, who was introduced to us at the end of season 1, is now her full-on beau. Like, they spend a lot of time together. They have a set day that they go out every, you know, and she gets some good, honey. He be really digging her down. Unlike Roller. Roller was really in it for himself. Choke my neck, choke my neck. Dr. Ruval was like, I'm gonna give it to you, baby. Give it to you, baby. Like, seriously. Also, we saw that Jen and Bryce had broken up. Jen actually started fooling with Hank, the next door owner of the dance studio. You know, he taught square dancing, and she had started going over there to learn how to square dance and to be in this contest with him, but she ended up sleeping with him because Bryce had turned into somebody different. He wasn't the same person, and she sought comfort in someone else's arms. Now, I told y'all that it happens all the time. She was very remorseful for that. She was not happy with her own behavior and really had been trying to get her husband back, and majority of the season he was like, no, okay, and she was like, yeah. I know that ain't the right way to go, but whatever. Appropriately named as Cracker Casserole, the mama, Jen's mama, she rolls up, okay, to give him a home cooked meal because she knew that him and her daughter weren't together, whatever, while they were at the showdown for the, you know, square dancing championship or what have you. And she ends up giving Bryce a blowjob. That's what I said. The mama gave Bryce a blowjob. Whose mama? Whose mama? Her mama. Trailer park trash. Of course, she finds out. Shit hits the fan. Okay? So in episode 4, we get to meet the real Quiet Ann. Well, the real Quiet Ann, please stand up. Please stand up. But before I start talking about her, this is also the episode that Dr. Ruval proposed to Desna. I told you he had me fooled the entire time because the proposal on the beach, take your shoes off on the white sand or whatever it was, had me in my feelings. I was like, oh, he loves her. I'm so happy. She was happy. The Rock was fat. You know what I'm saying? She went and shared that information with the girls at the nail salon. But we was talking about Quiet Ann. Quiet Ann was very resentful of everybody because why? She sacrificed her life, her happiness with Arlene and having a family to save them. And here you are, Desna, loyal to someone else, not considering me, not considering Jen's feelings, none of that. Just concerned about you. We actually find out that Quiet Ann has a master's degree. She speaks 5 languages. We also found out that her brother, the senator, is in the closet, that her mama and her daddy are in the closet, that they had been beards for one another for years on years on years. So her whole family is fucked up. To top it off, we found out that the reason Quiet Ann went to jail was for killing her girlfriend, her mistress, because she was married. And what she found out was that her husband was sleeping with her mistress, and I guess she was so enraged, baby, that she killed the mistress. We also found out that Quiet Ann has a baby that she had to give up for adoption. I'm hoping that the baby comes up this season, that baby come looking for her mama. Like, I'm hoping that that happens and it becomes a whole nother little subset, because I like that they were showing us who these girls are. Also in this episode, Quiet Ann slapped the shit out of Desna, okay? That's just what it was. Moving right along. Okay, so then we get to episode 5. And at that time, the Dixie Mafia wants to kill Zlata, okay? They want the Russians out the way. Get that Russian bitch out the way. So what happens is, it's supposed to be a sit down, but ends up turning out to be a big old brawl, big old fight. This, of course, is on the heels of Desna's impromptu engagement party because she was excited. On the heels of that, Bryce ends up getting shot. At the end of the episode, we find out that Dr. Gregory is a dog. Ain't nothing but the dog in him. Rough. Why must he be like that? Why must he chase the cat? He was chasing the money. Nothing but the dog in him. Rough. Okay, I'm showing my age. Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Bow wow yippee yo yippee yay yippee yay. There's something to dog. The atomic dog. Okay. So at the end, she goes over to talk to Zlata because she's wondering how things got so bad. However, it was really Uncle Daddy. He was coming with vengeance. He wanted to start the shit, but she wanted to go talk to Zlata because Zlata had took out the whole Dixie Mafia and ended up shooting Bryce. Okay. Well, when she gets there, the door is open and she hears a familiar voice. Who is it? We get shocked. It's the vaginologist. It is Dr. Ruval. He's in there talking to Zlata, saying, yes, I propose. She believes I love her. They're laughing and whatever else. And then you see Zlata go down and give a BJ. Talk about somebody's heart was broken. It was Desna's. Okay, it was Desna's and mine. In episode 6, everybody's blaming Desna for what happened to Bryce. I might have this, it might have been, might be mix 5 and 6, but whatever. And this is when Desna goes back home. She gets Dean and she goes back home. She's devastated, distraught, really wants to kill herself, but needs to go find comfort in her old foster mother so she could remember who she was, okay? And so when she remembered who she was like, I'm gonna fight my way out of this, just like I can't think of what the foster mom's name was. Said that who I am. I've been a fighter all my life. She tells Jen and they see Dr. Raval, and when I tell you she gave daggers, she with dagger in his eyes, he would have been dead. Okay? So also we found out that this is when Jen had magical pussy. Okay? She was bringing motherfuckers back from the coma. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Riding dicks, having them wake up, singing with her and shit. And then he talking about, this ain't who I am. I just want us to be a family. I ain't meant to be in the drug game. Whoop-de-wop went. We know you was scared, square, Bryce. Go ahead and try and be a motivational speaker again. But what are you motivating them from? What's your niche? What are you helping them with? How are you inspiring them? I'm confused because I ain't seen nothing about you that says motivational speaker. Nonetheless, in 7, Uncle Daddy is now on the run because why? Zlata, they looking for him. Okay, Bryce is in rehab, but Desna also ends up taking Uncle Daddy to her house as a safe haven. Her original house, not the mansion that I forgot to say Zlata had gifted Desna, to which Bryce and Jen were living in, to which Desna had to say, this is my place, but instead she said we can all live here happily together because it's big enough, which was very, very kind of her. I mean, that's what a good friend would do. She wouldn't be like, bitch, get out, you can't be here. So I commended her for that. But back to episode 7. Desna ends up telling everybody's there, what happened, and that they had been tricking her. And she couldn't figure out why. Why me? Why am I the person that they're choosing? Well, the beans get spilt here. It's because they aren't giving any more licenses for clinics, because they want to open more clinics so they can make more money off of opiates. They're not giving more licenses for clinics, and on top of that, nobody else has a clean enough record. If you pay attention, everybody in her crew has been to jail or has some kind of drug addiction, and then everybody around her, really she's the only one with the up and up, which kind of makes her a boss and makes her the leader, because I get to do shit that y'all can't do because y'all got some shit riding, you drug heads, you alcoholics, you've been to jail, you know, all kind of stuff. So they devise a plan to take the Haitians' drug supply. They do that. They were supposed to burn it up, but they don't because Uncle Daddy, like, he can get back on top. But they devise that plan, and then they say, oh, we're going to plant this on Boris, the head guard for the Russians. They do that. Dr. Ruval and the Haitians come and they kill him. Okay, burn him with the macaroni and cheese water. Okay, now, I forgot to mention that at the end of the finding out who Quiet Ann was, Quiet Ann and Polly had a conversation, and both of them actually told the other, we don't really know who you are, and I like friends that's gonna really tell you the truth. But Polly ends up telling her, if you want to be in love and you want to be with Arlene, this is after the bitch slap, then go get your girl. So she goes, and as far as we knew, Arlene was a security guard after being fired for the debacle that had happened the previous season. This is the episode that we find out that she actually still works for the Dade County Police. They're sitting and they're watching Ken. They're going to roll up on him and they're going to have him do a wire, put a wire on so that they can catch the Russian. Okay? So she has no clue. She's been getting played because you've been played. In this episode also, Ken ends up going over to the Russian's house and the Russians end up talking and it's on the wire, but he mentions Desna's name. Keep in mind, Ken never told his girlfriend Polly that he was wearing a wire, okay? Which is one of the things that I was hell-bent on that he should have done. This is all in episode 7, okay? So then episode 8 rolls around and Desna ends up getting picked up from the police because she and Dean are having some issues because Dean says she treats him like a child, which she does. She coddles him and he's all like, you know, I'm a man. And she ends up spending time with Dean alone, going to go to the beach and have a kite day or whatever. But she ends up getting picked up by the police. What police? Arlene and her detective partner. Also in this episode, Hank tries to kill Bryce at the hospital because he had to have surgery by putting something in his IV. He also told him, I'm going to be a good daddy to your kids. I'm going to cornrow Brienne's hair. Like, how do I remember that? Also, we saw that the FBI came and confiscated all the records at the nail salon. And I thought to myself, why do y'all still have these records? Why do you have the bogus records? They should not be in the salon. I mean, I might be tripping and y'all might have felt differently. I can't remember what y'all said, but I'm sure y'all agreed that that was some dumbass shit. Zlata ends up bailing out. So we see Desna talking to Arlene and she's trying to talk to her like they friends. And then, you know, we ain't friends, though. We ain't friends. But we see that Zlata ends up bailing out Desna. She was looking for her girl. She had called, you know, Arlene and all these people, get this person, you know, get the lawyers, get this, we in operation whatever. So of course they tried to burn the records, but Zlata ends up coming to her rescue. In this episode also, Zlata decides she's gonna come clean and tell her that Dr. Ruval was really gonna kill them on the honeymoon and I needed to come clean because why? Because she's in a quandary now because Dr. Ruval thinks that the Russians stole his drugs. You know, the setup happened good. So now she wants to enlist Desna for her assistant and lets her know you're going to have to kill him right after you get married because he's planning to kill you on the honeymoon. This is also the episode where Hank comes and you gonna be with me, you gonna come with me, and ain't no questions asked. And she's clever enough to tell Bryce what's happening, and Bryce comes, he calls the police, comes, and they end up hurting Hank, but they don't kill him, okay, which they should have did. Ken tells Polly that he wore the wire. Desna tells Quiet Ann that Arlene is still a cop. So Quiet Ann and Arlene break up. Of course, she's devastated for the second time. I had to break up with her for the second time. Also, Dean and Virginia move because Dean feels like he's getting treated like a child. And, you know, Virginia is like everything for him. Though he's autistic, she's good for him and he's good for her. So they decide to get a place themselves that's a little raggedy, a little too much with mold and all this other stuff going on, okay? Episode 9 was really about us meeting Polly. Now, I love when they told us their backstory. So I really want to see Jen's backstory. We saw a little bit of Desna's backstory. So really the only person left is Jennifer's backstory. I want to know about the kid. We got a little bit of it, but not enough for my spirit. So, oh, and somewhere in between here, Jen and Bryce are moving to Miami. They ain't got no money. They moving to Miami. They done got a loan denied and all of that. Somewhere in between here, that's what's happening, okay, with them. Now, their wedding dress shopping in episode 9. Madame had actually, I didn't tell y'all who Madame was. Madame is Gregory Ruval's mother, okay? I thought that she was really the queen pin. She has this really weird incestual relationship with her son, like it's two, like the mama think that's her man, kind of. It was really kind of disgusting. And even Dean, who's autistic, who, you know, he let it be known, this is weird, what's happening, why is this happening? So that's just to catch you up. So Madame had sent her a wedding dress a couple episodes back. She burned it. She burned it when she found out that the nigga wanted to kill her, and then she, you know, it was all a facade. It was all a dream. Like, when she found that out, she burned the dress. So now they're doing wedding shopping with his black card, but in conjunction is when we're introduced to Polly's twin. Okay, now the whole time I was like, is this real? Is she hallucinating? Well, we found out in a nutshell, she killed her twin. Okay, she killed her twin. She was vindictive, hateful, resentful, but was very remorseful about it. Nobody knew that her twin Lillian was not alive, that she had died. She ended up being admitting herself into a mental hospital for a 72-hour hold because she was hallucinating. She was feeling really bad about the things that she had done to her sister. Okay, this is also the episode where Zlata says, instead of, you know, let's be partners, we can be partners together, we can do this together. And what's her name's dumbass, Desna's dumbass, says, okay, I'll sign over all the assets, you just let me have the clinic and the nail shop, okay, and that's it. You can have everything else, okay? So here's where everything got really, episode 10 really had us all in shock and disbelief. But not really. I'm going to try to run this down because I've been talking for a long time. They got married. They had the reception. At the reception, Roller took her in the bathroom and ate her coochie, munched on her box, okay, in the bathroom, which made no sense because, you know, with wedding dresses and stuff on, it's too much work. But whatever. Olga overheard it. Y'all know about a woman scorned, okay? Then they go upstairs, okay? And they upstairs and Desna is doing her very best to have him drink the drink. Pour this in his drink, it'll knock him out, it'll kill him, you'll be done, right? He gets a phone call, Dr. Raval gets a phone call, it's Olga. Olga tells him about the Roller Desna bathroom situation. So immediately, he is jealous and vindictive for somebody that don't really love her. What you mad for? He goes to choke her. They tussle. She ends up pushing him over the balcony. He's dead. She goes into Zlata's room. He's dead. Madame is, where's Gregory? Where's Gregory? Where's my son? She ends up getting killed. Zlata ends up killing her. Now, once she's dead too, Zlata says, sign the paper, sign out over all his assets, because now, of course, she's his wife, right? So she signs the paper. When she turns around, the gun is pointed at her, and she's like, "You gonna double cross me?" And I thought to myself, you really trusted her? You really believed her? Okay, but in bust somebody, boom, she gets shot in the back. Who shoots her? Dean. We also find out that she has a wire on, and because she has the wire on, she's telling everybody to be quiet and to go out and show the wire, which is what Ken should have did, which would have saved their relationship from the beginning, okay? So the FBI comes in, they do whatever they're gonna do to make amends. She no longer has any of the assets from Dr. Raval, so we thought. The next thing we see is, because Zlata owns She-She's, she goes and tells the Dixie Mafia, Uncle Daddy, hey, yo, listen, because he trying to tell her, well, this is how we gonna do this, how we gonna play it out. She said, hold on, no, we not. Hold up, because this is my shit now. Hold up, I'm the brightest one in the bunch. Hold up, y'all can't do nothing, ain't nothing without me, okay? So this is how things are gonna play out. And she tells him, and he can't do nothing but accept it, because guess what? Roller is on her team. I failed to mention that we found out that Uncle Daddy and Auntie Mommy killed Roller and Bryce's biological parents. We don't know why. I'm hoping we find that out this season. In addition, when she gave over all the assets, that means they are no longer hers, right? They were confiscated by the FBI, including her nail shop. But her good friend, Maddie, I think that's her name, who she saw while she was in jail, you know, when she went to jail, when she got picked up for money laundering and stuff, Mandy ended up checking out the assets and found that there was something that was not on the list. It was a casino, so she is now a casino owner. As they're on their way out and they are celebrating because no one else is around, you know, you got Polly in the crazy house, you got Quiet Ann, who quit the gang, a couple episodes back when they stole the coke, right? And then you have Jen, who was moving to Miami with her husband. So it's really just Virginia and Desna left. Name lost for name. Anyway, well, as they come out, a hit has been called on Desna, and instead of hitting Desna, they hit Virginia because she dives in front of them. Now we find out that she got hit in the eye. I thought that maybe she had just gotten grazed. I knew they couldn't kill her off, so she was too big of a character. So that pretty much ends the entire season in about 30 minutes. I know it was long, but I kind of tried to catch you up. Now, here's the thing. I want to know who tried to kill Desna. Was it the Haitians? Did Madame make a phone call and say, hey, my son is missing, help me out? Or they found out she's missing? Was it the Dixie Mafia, who are now upset with her because she's now the boss, the head bitch in charge? Or was it the Russians? Did Olga figure out how to, in fact, or somebody in their bloodline find out and are after her? Any of those things are possible. I want to know. You can let me know down below in the comments. I'm wondering if the crazy lady from the swamp is coming back. It's a lot of stuff, and I gave you like a quick brief synopsis that wasn't so quick. That was like 10 hours of claws in 30 minutes. I did my best. If you got some questions, let me know down below in the comments. One last thing, if it's your first time visiting my channel, go ahead and click the red subscribe button to become a ray of sunshine, and you'll want to click the notification bell so you won't miss a claws review, because Sundays are going up, okay? I don't get it till Pacific Standard Time, but I promise as soon as I'm finished, I'm gonna do my very best to get it up that same night. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of a recap of the entire season 2 of Claws. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the Claws review.